So you know that feeling you get when you're about to do something great, but you come to find out someone else has already done it? My video today was supposed to be about a guy who chopped off his own son's thumb because he was trying to saw off his cast. But when I logged on to check my YouTube, I come to find that one of my subscriptions, FLuffeeTalks, has already done a tidbit about this. God damn it, Canada. What with your bagged milk, and your peaceful civilization, and your legal drinking age of 18, and your FLuffeeTalks. God damn it, Canada gets all the good shit, doesn't it? So because he does a much better job of covering the story than I would do, I'm just gonna go ahead and leave you guys a link to his video in my description box down there. Moving on! So in Stamford, Connecticut, Stamford, get the Canadian accent going on there, eh? So in Stamford, Connecticut, a woman has successfully fought off a would-be sexual assailant. Except she didn't use pepper spray, or mace, or car keys, or a gun. She used her motherfucking teeth. See, what happened is apparently this woman was walking through an alleyway near a church around 10 p.m.-ish. A guy thought it would be a good idea to get his rape on, right next to a Catholic church. See, when you think about it, this actually makes perfect sense, because after he does the dirty deed and realizes that he's a total fucking scumbag, he can waltz right into the church and ask God for forgiveness. And hopefully get his ass arrested. Anyways, the guy took hold of the woman and tried to shove his tongue down her throat. And apparently he just chose the wrong woman, cause she bit his tongue right off. That's right, she bit his tongue right the fuck off. Sources say that she got about an inch of this dude's tongue. So, about that much. You know, it might not look that big looking at it, but when you think about it, your tongue isn't really that big either. So you're looking at about... well, that was your tongue. I use that portion of my tongue to talk, and taste food, and not be writhing around on the floor in pain. But yeah, I heard the story and I had to share it with you guys because I think it's fucking awesome. I thought it was fucking great that this woman didn't just take it, she decided she wanted to fight back. She was like, oh no, motherfucker. And that was the end of that. Moving on. So an Amish kid has been busted for driving under the influence of alcohol. Except he wasn't driving a car. You see, he was driving a buggy. Using horses. Some cops observed a 17-year-old Amish kid drinking some beer in his buggy. So the cops, you know, of course, they followed him. When this Amish kid realized that the cops were tailing him, he decided to kick it into gear and give him a little chase. So there you have it. This is what we have in 2011. We got a drunken 17-year-old Amish kid in a horse and buggy leading cops on a high-speed chase through New York. Those many, many years ago when we thought that we were going to have floating cars by 2010, this is what we got instead. Can you imagine seeing this? Like, if you're a pedestrian in New York, can you imagine seeing this chase go down? You're just walking down the street and all of a sudden you see this Amish horse and buggy just take a huge drift around a corner and take off, followed by a couple cop cars. It'd probably be something like, hi-yah! Hi-yah! Whoosh! Oh, I think I just hit someone. Like I said, this is 2011. This is what we looked forward to. So I need my subscribers and anyone watching to do something for me. I want you guys to leave me a comment down below and tell me what you would do if you saw an Amish horse and buggy tear off down the road with a couple of cop cars tailing it. Feel free to get creative. Like I said, it's 2011. Now that I've heard about this horse and buggy chase, I'm willing to believe that just about anything could happen. You know the whole when pigs fly thing? We're getting pretty close to that mark.